Alongside Brent Hubbs, I'm Austin Price for the 2-Minute Drill. Tennessee wrapping up practice number 2 on this Thursday. Brent, overall impressions. Obviously, we've talked about this the first couple of days. Football's not played in shorts and T-shirts. But what did you learn today?
Well, I thought defensively they were a little more, had their feet underneath them a little more. I thought day one defensively it felt a little chaotic. And I don't know if that was pace of the offense or if that was just getting back into it and reinstall and all of those types of things. I thought defensively they were a little chaotic on day one. I thought they were much better day 2 today in terms of just control. It wasn't just constant yelling and screaming. There was just a lot more. They had their feet, they had their sea legs, if you will, I think, on the practice field. And I think it showed up. I think you saw some guys making more plays today. I thought Byron Young showed up a couple of different times. You see those.
Looks pretty.
Looks pretty. You see those, linebackers. When you talk about, Mitchell showing up a couple of times. I thought Trayvon Flowers made a great play on a slant and one-on-one. They were a little more active and made a few more plays today, I thought.
No doubt about it. The one thing that stood out to me today, and obviously I wasn't here yesterday, was the wide receivers. They just have a lot of bodies. I mean, you start watching them go through routes and you're like, okay, here comes the walk-on. No, that's another scholarship guy. Oh, here comes the walk-on. No, there's another scholarship guy. Oh, here comes Ramel Keaton. I mean, they just got a ton of bodies and a lot of guys that look like they can go. But Javonte Payton looks the part. He looks smooth and he looks very, very fast running routes. And looks like he can definitely help this football team. They love speed, love to throw it vertically. The Jimmies have obviously improved. I thought Jimmy Holiday today, he shook Alontae Taylor on a play, and I was like, that goes back to kind of what they were kind of seeing in the spring without him being in pads in the black jersey.
Yeah, and again, I think all those guys have changed their bodies a little bit. I mean, Cedric Tillman's leaner. He's moving a little bit better. I think he's going to be their most physical guy.
Sure.
Which will give him a chance to be on the field. But then they got some different combinations of some guys that
can run
and can do some different things. Are they great there? I don't know if they're great there, but
I
think their sum is greater than their parts. And I think the best thing about them is the fact that they're going to have a lot of bodies there.
They're the perfect position group where if Tennessee lost a player or two due to injury, it would not really decimate them. Whereas, at other positions, the wrong kind of injury could really hurt the football team.
Well, and when you talk about that, staying on the offensive side of the ball, you look at tight ends. Miles Campbell's got to play.
Yeah, he does.
And I mean, I don't mean he's got to spot duty some people here and there. He's got to play, and he's got to go fast. Now, I like where he's at. He doesn't seem lost offensively. He's got to get more physical. But with the loss of Austin Pope, Princeton fans slow to come back here. You look out there, they're real thin at tight end. He's going to get all the reps he wants here the first week and a half or so. He's got to go fast because they need Miles Campbell this fall.
Said he went 18% body fat to 12% body fat just over the course of the summer. I'll tell you two other players, I don't know how much they play or how much they help. I guess Tennessee needs them to play and help in some form or fashion. But Darnell Wright's lost a bunch of weight. Aubrey Solomon's lost a bunch of weight. They look like they can actually maybe make it through a game without being in jeopardy, physical wise.
Well, and I think the thing for Darnell Wright right now is how quickly can he get acclimated at left tackle.
Yeah, no doubt.
Dane Davis is ahead of him because I think Dane Davis is more comfortable at left tackle. Darnell Wright's not practiced a whole lot there. I do think Darnell's moving better, but can he be consistent there to really push at that left tackle position? I think regardless, Darnell Wright's going to be their third tackle. Okay, if he's not a starter, he will be their third tackle, whether it's right or left. But it seems like right now the leaning is a little bit Dane Davis at left tackle, Cade Mays at right tackle. 2 days in without pads, so we'll wait and see. But there's a learning curve for Darnell Wright on the left side right now. But you're right, physically he looks much better.
All right, we'll have complete coverage up at VolQuest.com. We've got all the interviews with Coach Halsley, 4 of the players, we've got practice observations, pictures are coming, we got the highlights up. Who knows, there might be news on the recruiting trail at some point today. And then you factor in the war room tonight. I've got a couple of good nuggets old Hubs doesn't know about that I'm going to throw in the war room later tonight, team-wise, not recruiting. A couple of team nuggets about players and their growth or, lack of growth over the offseason.